It's time to upgrade from your old iPhone, and you're not sure if you should get the iPhone XR, or if you should spring for the iPhone XS, or the big iPhone XS Max. Maybe this video will help you decide. There are plenty of differences between these phones, but let's start with what's the same. All three phones have the A12 Bionic processor, and in terms of benchmarks, they all perform the same. They all have the same exact true depth module up front. That's the cameras and sensors that let you use Face ID, portrait mode, and Animoji. So these iPhones have the same front camera features and image quality. The main rear camera is the same on all three phones. It's a 12 megapixel sensor with f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization. And they all support wireless charging and all come with 64 gigabytes of storage in the base model. Now let's talk about the differences. First, we'll compare the XR and the XS. The XR has an LCD display at 6.1 inches with a resolution that works out to 326 pixels per inch. The XS is somewhat smaller at 5.8 inches with a higher resolution that works out to 358 pixels per inch, so it's sharper. The quality of the LCD in the XR is really good, but even so, the perfect blacks and rich colors of the OLED display on the XS make it superior. The XR has a bigger battery, and that, plus a lower res display, means longer battery life. The XR gives you an hour or so more screen on time than the XS. The XS has a stainless steel frame, while the frame on the XR is aluminum. But the XS only comes in silver and white, space gray, and gold. The XR comes in 6 different colors. There's a second camera on the back of the XS. It's a 12 megapixel f2.4 telephoto lens. This gives you 2x zoom, but it also makes portrait mode better. The XR can only do portrait mode when it detects a human face, while the XS can shoot portrait mode on any subject. There are slight differences in wireless capability too. The XS supports 4x4 MIMO, while the XR supports only 2x2 MIMO. So the XS should offer stronger, faster data connections in some areas. For most people, it honestly won't make a huge difference. The XS has bigger storage options. Both phones start at 64 gigabytes, but the XR gives you the option of 128 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes. On the XS, the upgrades are 256 and 512 gigabytes. The iPhone XS has 3D Touch, where it can sense how hard you press on the screen and give you previews of web links or addresses or quick options on app icons. The XR doesn't have that. Instead, it has what Apple calls haptic touch, which you use by tapping and holding instead of pressing harder. But it only works on the lock screen and notifications. It can't do all the stuff that 3D Touch does. Finally, of course, there's price. The XR starts at $749, and the storage upgrades cost $50 more and $150 more. The XS costs much more at $999, and the storage upgrades cost $150 and $350 more. That's a huge difference, although as I mentioned, the storage upgrades are a lot bigger on the XS. So it boils down to this. The XR is $250 less and gives you a nice 128 gig storage option for only $50 more. And it has a bigger display, longer battery life, and comes in several fun colors. But you lose out on the telephoto rear camera, the display is LCD instead of OLED and lower resolution, there's no 3D touch, and you don't get that nice stainless steel frame. What about the iPhone XS Max? Well, it's identical to the iPhone XS, only bigger and more expensive. It's got a 6.5 inch display with a higher resolution, but it's not sharper. It's still 458 pixels per inch. And it's got a bigger battery, which results in longer battery life. It lasts almost as long as the iPhone XR. Other than that, it's exactly the same as the XS. Same build quality, cameras, processor, you name it. And for the larger size and bigger battery, you pay $100 more no matter what storage option you choose. When buying a new iPhone, what you really have to ask yourself is, how big of a phone do I really want, and how much of a price am I willing to put on a higher resolution OLED display and telephoto rear camera? If those things are not worth $250 to you, you're probably better off with the iPhone XR.